Hello, welcome to random cards from the internet. It's not commanders from the internet, because, mostly they're legendary creatures, but I would not be running these as commanders, personally, because they're more support. There are some of these that are like, oh, heck yeah, this is a commander through and through, but some of these are more just like, yeah, but today, we're not just doing any cards, we're doing Ninja Turtle cards. The rare list for the Ninja Turtle cards got released, and some of these look insane. 3 of them, which we will be doing at the very end, are the most broken cards I have seen in this game since my first time playing Legolas. Tori. Okay, but let's get into it. Roll the intro if I have one. If not, oh well.
So, quick backstory. I was gonna animate an intro for this because I do animation. I'm awesome like that. But it's 7:25 in the morning, and I didn't feel like doing that. Okay, bye.
We'll start with Agent Bishop Man in Black. Legendary creature, human soldier. At the beginning of your combat, on your turn, don't be getting hasty now, your turn. Put a +1/+1 on each of up to 2 target creatures. For 3 mana, it's pretty insane, actually. You just start ramping up early. If you're running a white-green deck, this Warden of the Grove, bam, 2 +1/+1s each turn. It gets insane real fast. I like Warden of the Grove. This is my second time talking about him. That's all Agent Bishop really had. He's not that special. He's just get +1/+1s on the field and then go from there. Leonardo, Cutting Edge. You can sneak him in, so you can literally pay 1 mana instead of his 2. Is still really good. Lifelink, also pretty good. And whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 on Leonardo. If you're doing damage with Leonardo, you're getting lifelink, so you're gaining life each time you deal damage. So that's insane. Ish. Then we got Sally Pride, Lioness Leader. Also, Google Doc to the side because that's how I roll now. And it is, when Sally Pride enters, create X 2/2 red mutant creature tokens. Not soldier. Creature mutants, not soldiers. Big difference, I think. Where X is the number of non-token creatures you control. And then, when Sally Pride attacks, put a +1/+1 on each creature you control. So every time she attacks, she's still getting a +1/+1. So she'd be a 3/5 after her first attack, and it'll snowball from there. And then you're getting, if you have a lot of creatures out before you get Sally out, then you have tons of little 2/2 guys that are also getting that +1/+1 bonus. So Sally can get out of hand really fast. So I might be running a mono white. That sounds fun. I would do that. All about life gain +1/+1. Oh god, this one. Armagon, Future Shark. Oh dear god, what do we have here? Flash. Just in case you wanted to do that, just flash him in whenever you want after you have the mana. That 8 mana cost is a little steep, but when he enters, destroy up to 3 target creatures. You just get to destroy them. No handicaps, no drawbacks, just destroy him. And he is a 9/6. Let that sink in. 9/6. The Ur Dragon might be a 10/10, but that thing costs 10 mana. This thing costs 8. Oh. Shut up. Next up, Donatello Mutant Mechanic. Oh, I love this one. Will go great in a water bending deck. 3 colorless, 1 blue. Put 3 +1/+1s on target artifact you control. If it isn't a creature, so you can do these on artifact creatures too. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 robot creature in addition to its other types. Activate this only as a sorcery. So what I would do is I would just tap Donatello, put 3 +1/+1 counters. Is it on target art? Oh, it's not just on one artifact. Oh. Get like a really beefy artifact creature. Just keep building that up and then you can just have a one-shot and eventually. And then, let's see, what else does he have? Whenever an artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, if it had counters on that, put those counters on up to 1 target artifact you or creature you control. You just move around counters very easily. So this is a Soul Ring. Soul Ring on steroids right here. You just get like a 12/12 Soul Ring on turn 4. Ooh. 12/12 Soul Ring would go kind of hard. Super Shredder. He's one that I'm really excited for. I might run a mono black to play Super Shredder. 1 colorless, 1 red. Awesome. And Menace. So he's going to be getting damage in. And whenever another permanent leaves the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on Super Shredder. If you can't tell, I really like 1/1 counters. I play Tori and Legolas. We don't talk about the Middle Child deck, but I play Tori and Legolas. The Middle Child is a mono blue. That's all you need to know. Deck review coming out soon. Hey, real quick. I'm not gonna do this a lot. Probably this would be the first time I do it. Maybe one of the last for the next few weeks. But if you like this, maybe subscribe if you made it 7 minutes and 20 seconds in. Not a lot of people make it this far. So, consider subscribing. I'm at 8. I want to be at, maybe 100 by, I don't know, my birthday. Anyway. Up next, Slash Reptile Rampager. This is one of the ones I was talking about, oh crap, this is busted as hell. Ooh, I said naughty word. Alliance. Whenever another creature you control enters, Slash deals 2 damage to each opponent. So, if you get a creature in, bam, 2 damage. 5 mana for a 7/5 too, by the way. And whenever he attacks, you create a 2/2 red mutant creature token. Cranko. Okay, not Cranko. Could you imagine a mutant version of Cranko that doubles your mutants paired with this guy? Oh. That's a teeny bit of a scary thought. Don't want to deal with that ever. Yeah, I'm done talking about Slash. Yeah, if I have a friend who runs him, he will be no longer a friend. 6 mana, Ground Chuckin' Dirtbag. Legendary creature, Oxmole mutant. Oxmole. Why don't they just do separate card? Whatever. Trample 8/8 for 6 mana. Better than friggin' 7/5 for 5. But basically what they do is whenever you tap a land for mana, you get to add a green. So they're just doubling mana production while being an 8/8. What the fart? Yeah, that's all I have to say about those two. Michelangelo Improviser, this guy. He is the whole reason I decided to make this video. Okay, listen to this. You sneak him in. Sneaking him in literally does nothing. It just allows him to tap and attack instantly, which you might want to do with this guy. Because if you do, and he gets to tap and attack instantly, you get to instantly use his effect, which is, whenever Michelangelo deals combat damage to a player, you may put a creature card and or a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Doubling mana production, so you instantly get ramp with him out if you do combat damage. And you get to get, like, artifact, no, just creatures. You get to put creatures on the field for free. Could you imagine running, like, Gishath? I talked about him in my last video, Commanders on the Internet. It got 200 views. I'm doing good on YouTube. But could you imagine running Gishath, and then turn 1, you get Michelangelo, or opening hand, you get Michelangelo and enough lands to get him out instantly. So that's Michelangelo doubling land production, so you get Gishath out almost instantly. Gishath getting out, giving you all the big dinosaur guys for free. What the fart? You put Slash in there. Slash is doing chippies while Gishath is doing his Gishath thing. Then you get Ground Chuck and Dirtbag doubling mana production even more. I'm done with Magic, man. This game is cooked. No more Magic. Goodbye. Yeah, God. Okay, bye.